All right, folks, what is good? Another video. I want to talk about something really quick. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who's been watching the videos lately, especially the golf videos. You guys are amazing for the support. Really, really appreciate it. But I want to talk about something that I saw recently on the YouTubes, and I'm not really going to put anybody's name out there, or whatever the case may be. But there's a few YouTubers out here saying that they want to sell off their collections or whatever the case may be, their retro game collections. And I want to give you my 2 cents about that. First and foremost, I get it. I understand. And I understand why people do it. But I'm going to give you a reasoning, I think, in my opinion, why it's done. A lot of people collect stuff for the wrong reasons. They collect it because it's there. They collect it because of impulse. They collect things because they feel like there's some sort of an attachment to whatever they're buying, whatever console it is, whatever game it is, whatever accessory. They feel like it's some type of attachment that they gotta have it just to say they have it, or they feel like there's some attachment to it for the moment. Now, I just made a video recently saying that I'm pretty much done with collecting with the retro stuff. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop enjoying what I have. I don't think I will ever sell off the games that I have because I got the games that I want. And that's one thing about collecting. Collect the games that you want. Collect the games that you find high interest in. There's going to be times you're going to find games that are not interesting, and you're going to have to get rid of those. But to get rid of your entire collection, to me, that just shows me, in some sense, you wasn't in this for the right reason. And I know that's going to come off kind of, like I'm taking a shot at anyone or anything, the case that be, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like it's the truth. I'm not taking a shot at anybody, but if you're going to collect something, you have to make sure that you're going to do this for the right reasons. If you're just an investor, that's one thing. But if you're really into it because you love retro games, you love the things that you want to hold on to. I know there are some games that I bought that were interesting, but they wasn't all of that. What I did with those, I ended up reselling them back to the store, or I just kept it just because it was a part of the collection, but I never got carried away. I know my wife may think otherwise because she thinks I buy a bunch of stuff, but I've seen people who have collections just to have, like, people want to have an entire collection of a game, of a system. I think that's crazy. Now, I thought about doing that with the original Xbox because I'm about 70 or 60% there with the entire U.S. collection. But I know those are games that I don't want to play. And I'm not just going to have them hanging around the house just to say, oh, I got a collection. Like, for instance, I was offered the Steel Battalion collection for not for the 360, but for the original Xbox, where you have the big controller and everything. I mean, the only thing I'm going to do with that is I will sell that later because I'm not going to play a game like that. So it's cool to have the full collection, but I know it's just going to waste, and I'm just not going to go through the struggles of trying to collect all of that when I know that I'm not going to play those games. And that's just a quick advisory to you guys. If you're going to think about collecting for, let's say, the Nintendo Switch or the PS4, I think the PS4 is an excellent console to collect for. But if you're going to collect for it, collect the games that you want. Don't collect games that are just out there just because it's a part of the collection. Because you're going to be in a situation where you want to get rid of that stuff. You're going to be in a situation where you don't want it, and you're going to try to sell it off, and it's just not going to be viable for you. So I highly recommend just getting games that you want. I don't understand why some people do this. For the most part, I guess I can understand it because it's just the challenge of doing it. I guess it's the nostalgia of doing it. It just some things that you want to accomplish. Say, hey, I went out to get that entire Nintendo Wii collection or the whole NES collection, and whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that's something that you want to do. Don't do it just because it's there or it's something that you feel that it is an obligation because you are starting to collect. No, collect the games that you want. Trust me, it will save you in the long run. And then on the flip side of that, before I get out of here, as you go do that, as you collect the games that you want, you'll realize there are some games that you may learn about and may want. Because some people just want to collect the entire collection. Oh, that's on the Genesis. I'm just going to get it. And then maybe again that they never play and it just sit on their shelf or they be in a corner somewhere. You know, buy games that you want to play. For me, I'm a gamer and I love playing a lot of games. And there's a lot of games that I do want, and I collect them and I keep them. But trust and believe, those are games that I want to play. There's not games that I just collect because it's for a system. You know, it just so happens the original Xbox is my most favorite console, and I love the games on it. I like the way the games look. I like the way the games play, and I like the power behind the original Xbox. I just think it's a very unique system, even though it's way outdated now. It's over 22 years old now, but yeah, I still love that system. But you won't catch me trying to complete the collection of that. I'm not going to buy games that I don't want. And if you're collecting, I highly recommend you to buy games that you want. If you want to collect for any of these newer consoles, buy the games, collect the games that you want. Don't be collecting games that are just out there. I guess unless you're an investor, but it's still a hassle because there's no guarantee that these games are going to be worth anything. Look what's going on with the whole sealed collection thing with WATA and all of them. That's a whole nother story for another day. Anyway, I said enough. I'm about to get out of here. I'll probably find something to do. All right, y'all. Later. Peace.